Believe that women are equal to men? Yes, women want to be treated equally, but they also want to be desired. Catherine Deneuve, a woman with beautiful hair and striking eyes, is a lasting symbol of French cinema. She is an inspiration for famous designers like Yves Saint Laurent and represents elegance and eternal beauty. However, beneath her perfect appearance, she is a bold and rebellious person who challenges society's norms and stands for empowerment. Catherine Deneuve is a famous figure who faced both public attention and private struggles. Her life story is not just about being a star. It shows the strength and depth of the human spirit. Over her 80 years, she dealt with tragedy and loss while remaining strong in the spotlight. Let's explore her interesting life, where both bright and dark moments come together, creating powerful stories and remarkable experiences. Catherine Fabienne Dac was born on October 22, 1943, in Paris, France, into a famous artistic family. Her parents, Maurice Dac and Renée Simoneau, were both actors who nurtured her love for the arts from an early age. Her father worked in films and radio, while her mother had a successful theater and voice acting career in Hollywood. Catherine was the third of 4 sisters, and her oldest sister, Françoise Dac, was a talented actress who inspired Catherine. In 1967, a tragic car accident took Françoise' life, leaving Catherine deeply saddened. Although she grew up in the spotlight, Catherine initially dreamed of being an interior designer or an archaeologist. However, her plans changed when she left her Catholic school at age 12 to pursue acting. Soon after, she got her first role in the film Le Colin in 1957, which began her career in cinema. In her early days on set, a young girl named Catherine was innocent but determined. She later explained that success takes time and hard work, as it doesn't happen overnight. Through small roles, she learned that filmmaking was not just a job, but a way to tell powerful stories. Growing up in a creative family gave her a strong start, but her success came from her own hard work and determination. She built a career that went beyond what anyone expected, becoming a lasting icon. Catherine Deneuve started acting at 13 with a small part in the 1957 film Le Colliers. As a curious girl, she wanted to learn and grow, inspired by her parents and her sister, Françoise Dac. She began to take on small roles in French films. These early experiences helped her get noticed even though she wasn't famous yet. Came in 1964 with her role in Le Parapluie de Cherbourg, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, directed by Jacques Demy. This was not just a musical, but a unique film where all the dialogue was sung. Interestingly, Catherine initially declined the role, fearing her singing abilities were inadequate. However, Jacques Demy, with his visionary approach, convinced her that the quality of her voice was secondary to her ability to convey emotions. Through her performance in the film, Catherine portrayed Deneuve, a young woman torn between love and the touching love story between JVV and the young soldier resonated with audiences all over the world. The film was visually beautiful, with bright colors in every scene that conveyed the characters' feelings of hope, sadness, and acceptance. Catherine's elegant beauty and expressive eyes made JVV a memorable character. The great success of Le Parapluie de Cherbourg brought Catherine's name to an international audience, and the film won the top award. The film Le Parapluie de Cherbourg was shown at the Cannes Film Festival and got an Oscar nomination only weeks after it came out. International filmmakers started to see Catherine Deneuve as the new star of European cinema. This film changed how people viewed her. She went from being an unnoticed young actress to a symbol of French beauty and style. This success helped her land many famous roles in the future and established her as an important figure in film. Catherine Deneuve became one of the biggest movie stars in the world after her big break in Le Parapluie de Cherbourg. She quickly made a name for herself with many memorable roles, building a successful career that lasted over 60 years. She worked with famous directors like Roman Polanski, François Truffaut, and Luis Buñuel, and had interesting stories from her time in the industry. In 1965, she starred in directed by Roman Polanski, playing the role of a young woman. Suffering from schizophrenia was a big challenge for her because she had to show the character's mental breakdown with very few words. She once mentioned that being alone in London while filming helped her connect with the role. With her intense gaze and subtle expressions, Catherine transformed Fear into a classic psychological horror film, showing how much she had grown as an actress. 2 years later, she took on another challenging role in Belle de Jour, a 1967 film by Luis Buñuel, where she played a young housewife living a double life. Catherine played a character who was a wife during the day and a prostitute in the afternoon, showing her inner struggle very well. The film caused a lot of discussion because of its bold themes and made Catherine a symbol of mystery and attraction. The costumes designed for her character highlighted this dual nature and showed that Catherine was the designer's favorite muse. The 1980 sass were a peak time for Catherine's acting, especially with her role as Marion Steiner in Lieder Metro. In 1980, she won the prestigious Caesar Award for a film set during World War II, where she played a strong actress protecting her husband and their theater from the Nazis. Her performance showed her deep emotions and solidified her importance in French cinema. Another significant moment in her career was in 1992 with the film Indochine, where she portrayed a French woman dealing with challenges in colonial Vietnam. This role earned her a respected Academy Award nomination, highlighting her versatility as an actress. Actress Catherine was inspired by the beautiful landscapes of Vietnam to make her character feel real and emotional. She took on bold roles, like a bisexual vampire in the 1983 film Hunger, which gained a lot of attention from the Gothic community. Catherine also worked with well-known directors like Lars von Trier in Dancer in the Dark, 2000, and Emmanuel Berco in Standing Tall, 2015, showing that she still shines in her career after more than 60 years in the arts. She has been in 100 films, each showing her skills as an actress. Besides her great talent, she represents elegance and French style. Through her challenging roles and collaborations with Yves Saint Laurent, she has made a lasting impact on both cinema and fashion. Catherine Deneuve's story is not just about being an actress. It's about a woman who challenged stereotypes and faced difficulties to achieve success. She is a shining example of talent and courage. Passion can transcend all boundaries, leaving behind an irreplaceable legacy. In the history of world cinema, Catherine Deneuve is not only the icy icon of French cinema, but also the center of dramatic and controversial personal stories. Her life resembles a novel, interwoven with love loss and daring choices that create a complex yet captivating image. Catherine's first significant relationship was with director Roger Vadim. They met when she was just 17, and being nearly 2 decades her senior, was utterly smitten. Catherine even left her. Catherine and Vadim lived together, ignoring social expectations. When their son Christian was born, Vadim suggested marriage, but Catherine said no, believing marriage wasn't right for her. Their relationship ended soon after due to differences between them. Catherine then married British photographer David Bailey in 1965. Their wedding was unconventional, and Mick Jagger was the best man, but the marriage only lasted a year. She acknowledged that the best thing she got from the relationship was the opportunity to learn English. One of Catherine's most well-known and important relationships was with Italian actor Marcello Mastani. They met on a movie set, and their strong connection quickly turned into a passionate romance. Marcello, who was already married, even divorced his wife to be with Catherine, although he had a daughter, Chiara, with her, and they stayed close. Despite his proposal, Catherine turned down Marcello's offer to marry her. Their relationship was like a romantic movie. The story ended without a clear conclusion, which affected Morello deeply. He admitted that Catherine was a woman he could never forget, even though they eventually parted ways. Catherine's life also has interesting stories, like her rumored romance with Alain Delon while filming Policemen in 1972. However, this turned out to be just a publicity stunt for the movie. Catherine later said their affair lasted less than a month and joked that Delon was a bad kisser. She had a close, platonic friendship with actor Gerard Deardo, even though many people speculated they were romantically involved. Rumors about her relationships with François Truffaut, Burt Reynolds, and Clint Eastwood also contributed to her appeal. Reynolds once called her the most mysterious and sophisticated woman he had ever met. But their relationship didn't last because of busy schedules and cultural differences. There were also whispers about Catherine dating a young technician. In 2000, Catherine remained private about her personal life, even as people speculated about her many relationships. After living with Pierre Lourd, the founder of Canal Plus Television, from 1984 to 1991, she continued to believe that marriage and love should not define her. For Catherine, love represented freedom without societal pressures. Her strong and confident choices helped maintain her mysterious and captivating presence. Catherine's name has also been associated with social issues. In 1971, she signed the Manifesto of the 343. Openly stating that she had an illegal abortion to support women's rights. This bold move caused a lot of debate. In 2018, she created more controversy by signing a letter that criticized the witch hunt, saying it had turned into, while these actions attracted criticism, they also established her as a fearless woman who stands up to public opinion. Outside of acting, Catherine has also made a name for herself in fashion and business with her brand Yves Saint Laurent. Muse, she not only wore his designs in classic films like Belle Dure, but also maintained a close friendship with him for decades. In 1986, she launched her own perfume, Deneuve, which won the Fifi Award in 1987. Her creativity extended to designing eyewear, shoes, jewelry, and greeting cards, solidifying her reputation as a multifaceted artist. As a public figure, Catherine has faced legal challenges as well. In 1995, she sued the San Francisco lesbian magazine Deneuve for trademark infringement, forcing them to change their name to Curve Ann. An interesting fact is that Catherine was replaced by Isabel Huppert in the movie I Heart Huckabees in 2004, and no reason was given for this change. Events like this show how complicated and intriguing Catherine's career is. Her mysterious nature and reluctance to talk about rumors have made people interested in her. She keeps a little distance from the public, which keeps people curious without sharing too much about herself. Catherine's story includes elements of love and tragedy, but there's more to it. Catherine Deneuve has inspired many people. She doesn't just share her story, she helps us see parts of ourselves in it. Her life shows us the desire to break limits, live boldly, and embrace our passions. What do you find most interesting about Catherine Deneuve's amazing life? Share your thoughts in the comments and join us as we look at more inspiring stories. Remember to like and subscribe so you won't miss our future videos. Thanks for watching and see you next time.